Hello my beautiful friends, and welcome back to my videos where we learn Pilates one exercise at a time. I'm recording to you from this beautiful location in Mount Shasta, and I hope some of this energy that is passing through me right now is going to go directly to you. All of this mountain, divine mountain energy, that it transfers straight to your heart from mine. All right, today's video number 9. We're all the way up to number 9, and number 9 exercise in traditional Pilates mat flow is double straight leg stretch. Now, before we get to double straight leg stretch, which is an extreme abdominal exercise, let's recap what we've learned so far. The first exercise of the Mat Pilates series is the 100. Number 2 exercise is, who knows, the roll-up. Number 3 exercise is the rollover. Exercise number 4 is single leg circles. Exercise number 5 is rolling like a ball. Exercise number 6 is single leg stretch. Exercise number 7 is double leg stretch. Exercise number 8 is single straight leg stretch. And exercise number 9, which we're going to learn today, is double straight leg stretch. Now, double straight leg stretch is, as I said, an extreme abdominal exercise, and it is a 4th exercise in the stomach series, or the series of 5. So the first exercise of the series of 5, which are all abdominal series, is single leg stretch, is followed by double leg stretch, which we already learned those two. We also learned single straight leg stretch in the previous video. If you haven't watched those, please go ahead and watch them first and then catch up with us here. We're not going anywhere. We'll wait for you right here. And now this is exercise number 4, which is double straight leg stretch. Exercise number 5 will be crisscross, which will be targeting our oblique abdominals. But these 5 exercises focus so much on abdominals, lower and upper, on your transverse abdominis, on your rectus abdominis, and on your side oblique abdominals. And they promote pelvic stability besides focusing on core control and abdominal strength. And they also challenge your hamstring flexibility. Now, this specific exercise will challenge all those things to the max. So please know your limits. If you feel like it's too much for you, which it might be even too much for me, because I walked away from Pilates for a little while and I got back just now, and my core is still not in shape to move such a heavy, long lever, 2 legs, all the way down to the mat and back up without arching off my back. So I'm going to go very, very slow and careful, and I encourage you to do the same. Always lower your legs only as low as your lower back can stay neutral, means it doesn't arch off the mat. The moment you lose the connection to your powerhouse, your back arches off the mat, and it's just too much weight on your lower back. So please don't do it, and always, always stop as soon as that begins to happen and lift your legs just a tad higher. And then as we learn all 34 mat Pilates flow exercises, please believe me that your legs will go all the way down. Do not push it. It's going to happen so naturally and without any discomfort to your lower back. All right, let's begin by actually doing all the previous exercises. Follow me to the mat and let's do all 8 exercises that we already know, and then you guys are gonna stop and just observe me, please, as I show you how to do the double straight leg stretch. And then whenever you feel confident that you already understand what's required, then hop in and join me for a couple of sets. All right, let's begin on our backs, and we're going to hopefully watch me and not the beautiful views, although you can. And then we're gonna start in a seated tall position. As always, extend our arms straight. We're using all of our Pilates exercises that we already know to come in and off the mat, right? We're no longer just dropping ourselves down. Everything is nice and graceful. All right, I'm going to see if the sun maybe is better this way for me. Yes, I think so, although I'm on a little bit of an incline here. All right, we're going to sit nice and tall. We're gonna squeeze the seat and peel down to the ground. And I'm on a lot of incline here. Maybe I'll switch again. Let's see. Let's give it a shot. All right, we're going to start with exercise number 1, and that is the 100. We're going to begin by bringing our legs into a tabletop position, immediately engaging through the center of the body. So the abdominals engage, the ribs are closed through the front, arms lift up, and then you inhale, sink the belly button to the floor, exhale, lift into your best 100 position. From here, arms begin to pump, breathing in 2, 3, 4, 5, breathing out 2, 3, 4, 5, breathing in 2, 3, 4, 5, breathing out 2, 3, 4, 5. Legs can be together, legs can be hip distance apart, legs can be turned out and flexed, legs can be turned out and pointed, whatever works for you today. You can bend the knees. If you do, then keep them hip distance apart, keep sinking belly button to the ground. You can extend one leg at a time, but whatever you do, please don't arch your lower back off the mat and stay lifted with your chest only. Don't lift too high and don't lift just your neck, right? The chin is reaching towards the chest, and the belly button is pulling in, the eyes are looking at it, making sure that it's sinking and not bulging. And let's do 30 more. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Percussive breath, 2, 3, 4, 5. And pull the knees into the chest and release the head and shoulders. Place your feet down, extend the legs all the way straight, open up the arms to the side, and take a moment here to release all the tension from the body. We're going to simply breathe, whichever posture you end up with here. Take a deep breath in through the nose and expand your lungs all the way around. Allow the air to enter the tummy. Pilates breath is called lateral posterior breath. That means that the front of the rib cage is always closed and we expand our rib cage lateral to the sides and to the back, and the belly is always tight. So in order to balance that out, we're going to always take some time and breathe into the belly in between to allow for the blood to circulate throughout the entire body. From here, we're going to take last exhale. Bring our legs together for the second mat exercise, which is the roll up. Arms will come up and over the head. Woohoo! We're going to take a deep breath in through the nose and sink the belly button to the earth. Exhale, bring the arms up, keep the shoulders down, not the chin. Pull the belly button in so hard that it begins to lift you off the ground. Woo, I'm on a deep incline, so I might need a little extra help of just gaining momentum here to reach up. I'm reaching my arms forward, I'm rounding, like as if I'm rounding over a ball here. And then I'm sliding my shoulder blades back, reaching the shoulders away from the ears and rising up to sit nice and tall. And this is my version of the exercise. This is not a traditional version. If you want the traditional roll up exercise, please check some other videos. Maybe I'll record one. We're gonna squeeze the seat. We're gonna tuck the tail and peel down. Isn't it beautiful behind me? Gosh! Oh my God, you guys, I found a good spot. Arms reach up and over the head. I hope this energy passes to you guys. I'm praying for it. Arms lift up, shoulders are down, chin comes in. Ooh, it's gonna be hard for me because my head is lower than my legs, and yes, I'm gonna lift up anyways. And round forward, allowing the shoulders to lift, reaching past the toes, stretching, rounding through the spines, extending the spine and the ribs, and then bringing the shoulders back and down, rising up one vertebra at a time into a beautiful straight line. And here we focus on the length, on the axial elongation of the spine, reaching the crown to the sky and the tail to the earth. And then sit bones come towards one another. Tailbone gently tucks under them as we lengthen through the lower back by pulling our belly to the spine and slowly descending to the ground, keeping our lower body absolutely still on the mat. So the goal of the exercise is to keep the lower body as still as possible. Arms overhead, rib cage closes through the front as if you're tying up a corset here. And belly pulls in. Arms come up, chin, chest, and then the rest of the body lift and round forward, reach past the toes. Wow, this feels amazing, you guys. Lift up, sit tall, smile. Bring your sit bones to one another, engaging through the gluteus muscle. Bring the tail under without sinking through the lower back and peel down. Keep pushing the back of your knee down into the mat so it doesn't want to move, and lift off and lower down. Stretch the arms, open the legs as wide as is comfortable here, and allow the knees to bend, allow the elbows to bend, and let's just hang out here. Take a breath into your tummy. Take a breath anywhere you want it. In the upper chest, tummy, no rules. Right now, this is in between our yin inspired gravity posture. We're going to circle the arms around and bring them down by the sides of the body. Frame our body and place the palms facing down. I like to keep my fingertips connected. It gives me this nice wide area which will support me through our next exercise, which is exercise number 3 and is called the rollover. I'm going to turn out my legs slightly in my hip socket, connecting my heels together and pointing the toes. Inner thighs squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. The gluteus muscle engages. Watch me. The belly pulls in. And then with all of this working together as one, I lift both legs up and over the head, keeping them parallel to the ground and the sky, the beautiful blue sky here. We open the legs, we flex the feet, pushing through the heel. We peel down through the spine. This should feel good. If it doesn't, don't do it. And then as we progress, as we learn, let's begin to close the circle lower and lower each time, challenging our abdominals. But make sure you're not arching off the mat. Close the circle, point the toe, squeeze the inner thigh, up and over. Open, flex, peel back down. One swift motion, shoulders are down. Connect the circle, point the toe, lift the legs up and over. Open, flex, peel down. One last time in this position with the legs. We're going to reverse. We're going to keep the legs separated and flexed and engage the glute without engaging, squeezing the inner thighs together. A little bit harder this way. Try to connect to your powerhouse. Find your connection to the glute and the powerhouse without legs being connected. And then use your hands if you need to for now, and then squeeze the pelvic floor. Lift the legs up and over the head. If you want, you can touch the ground here. This should feel really good. Maybe bend the knees. Then keep the legs straight as you roll down through the spine, one vertebra at a time, trying to reach your knees to your chest to create this beautiful massage. Ooh, this feels so good on the rocks. Wow, I love this spot. Open, close the legs, point the toe. Oh, hold on. We reversed. My bad. We're gonna open the legs, flex the feet, bring the legs up and over. I got so sidetracked. We're gonna here bring the legs together. Inner thighs connect. Feet point as we descend our spine down, articulating it to the mat. So we reverse to the positioning of the legs. I hope you can forgive me. I got sidetracked looking at the beautiful sky, thinking about the exercise. We're gonna open and flex, squeeze the seat, bring the legs up and over, maybe touch the floor or the ground or the rocks, and then connect the legs together, point the toes, and peel down. We're gonna repeat this one more time. Ooh, yes, we're gonna go down, open, flex, up and over, connect, point, peel down. Knees come into the chest. We're going to stay here for a moment. Place both feet down onto the ground. Open the arms wide, wide, wide. Peel the knees off to one side. The head can rotate in the opposite direction if it feels nice. If it doesn't, allow the head to do what it wants, and let's breathe. Inhaling in through the nose. Exhaling out through the mouth. Guys, I wish I could share this air with you. Let's come through the center and spill over to the opposite side. Rotate the head away from the knees if you want. No rules in this human-inspired postures in between the exercises. The idea is to release all the tension, let go of all the rules, and just allow. Allow the gravity to do all the work for you. This should feel really, really nice. Let's come back into the center. We're going to extend one leg out straight and flex through the foot. Extend one leg up to the sky. Bring the arms down by the sides, palms facing down, abdominals engaged as we move into our fourth exercise, which is single leg circles. We will always start going across the body first. We're gonna turn out the leg, go across, down, around, drawing a circle in the sky and up, squeezing the seat, sinking the tail to the ground, pulling the belly in so that the hips don't shift. And some shift, of course, is going to happen in the beginning, and that is okay. Across, down, around, and up. My hips are still shifting. I'm still working on my pelvic stability since I've returned to my exercise routine. I've been not exercising with Pilates for a full year, so I lost everything that I knew, and now I'm restarting back with you together. Draw as big of a or as small of a circle in the sky as you want. Only go as big as your hips can stay nice and steady. Open to the other side, outward, down, around, and up. Away from the body, down, around, and up. Find the power for the movement in the center of the body, in your core, your transverse. And open, and down, and around, and up. Pelvic floor, your multifidi, and of course your diaphragm. Pull the knee into the chest. Pull, pull, pull. We're gonna stretch our quads a little bit later, but for now, just for a moment. And then extend the leg down to the ground, flexing through the foot. The other leg comes in and up to the sky. Turn out. It's gonna alleviate the tension in the front of the thigh and bring the work more into the inner thigh. Root yourself with your core, with the back of the leg, by pushing down through the heel. Find your center here. Go across the body, down, around, and up. Catch the leg. It's like you release the leg, then you let it swing down, around, and up. But swing just enough where it doesn't change your core. So in the beginning, be very mindful, and then as the core strength and control increases, you're not going to have to control it so much. It's going to be natural that you're going to be able to release the leg down and nothing's going to happen. One more time, down, around, and up. Let's reverse the circle. Open, sweep, point, open, sweep, point, open, sweep, point, open, sweep, point. I'm getting a cramp. My right leg is always stiff, and my right thigh, front of the thigh. I have something going on there. And stretch, pull, pull, pull. And now let's hug both knees into the chest, rock ourselves all the way up, turn onto our bellies, and we're gonna do a nice thigh stretch here, laying down. We're gonna lay down and create a nice little pillow with both hands. You can look down, you can look to the side, whatever works best. And then let's bend our left leg. Let's keep our right hand underneath the forehead. And then bring our left arm and grab hold of the toes here and pull the leg towards you while lightly pressing your pubic bone into the ground. So stretch your tailbone towards your knees. Stretch your tailbone down to make sure your lower back stays nice and long here, and to make sure that the distance between the origin and the insertion of your quad muscles increases this way. Otherwise, you're just gonna hang out. Keep reaching the heel to the glute, but also pressing the pubic bone lightly down into the mat. And breathe. Breathing in through the nose, exhaling out through the mouth. Breathing in through the nose, exhaling out through the mouth. Really envisioning the flow of oxygen, red blood just rushing in into all of the quad muscles, and all of the blue, right, is moving away from it, and it's going to get oxygenated again and then come straight back in, bringing new life into the quad, taking away all that feeling of cramping and soreness with it. We're going to extend our left leg, bring our left hand underneath the forehead, and repeat on the other side. Reach, grab, and hold. Don't forget to press your pubic bone lightly into the mat. Hold the stretch as you breathe. And let's be quiet and relax here for a moment. One more deep breath in. And exhale out. Extend both legs back behind you and get back onto your back. We're going to now return to where we ended our single leg circles exercises, which should be somewhere here. We're going to then pull both knees into the chest to transition into our fifth exercise, which is rolling like a ball. Guys, wish me not to roll away from the mountain. That would be a fun one. All right, we're going to rock ourselves all the way up. You are going to slide to the front edge of your mat, all the way down here, all the way down. And I'm going to stay just in the middle because I know I am safe here. And I need to fit into the frame for you. But always, 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 please slide to the front edge. We're going to now, this feels good. How about, yes, you wrap your hands around your shins and push with your feet on the ground. Press your chest forward, open up your chest. Oh, this feels so good after all that flexion. Ooh, I really like it. We should do more of the extension exercises. They're coming in the second part of the series. All right, we're going to sit in between our sit bones and our tailbones. So 3 points. You're going to kind of fall back a little bit under your sit bones. Find your tailbone, squeeze the sit bones towards one another, and then lift your legs. You can lift them one at a time. Bend the knees and wrap your palms around the ankles. Knees are wide, heels are together, and the heels are as close to the glutes as possible. We're going to engage the powerhouse and round through the spine. So the seat is going to stay engaged throughout the entire exercise. Otherwise, you're going to fall forward, right? So it's your powerhouse that is keeping you up in this position and keeping you stable. So squeeze the seat, tuck the tail, wrap the hands around, round, nod the chin. And now as you inhale, you're going to roll back to the top of the shoulders and come back up. I'm on a decline, so I'm rolling all the way back up there. Oh wow, this is dangerous, Tatiana. All right, anything for you guys. All right, don't ever do this though, right? Never going down on the decline right there. Let me see if I can do it again. Let's try one more time. You're gonna inhale. I'm gonna try to stop myself. Yes, and exhale, come up. Yay, beautiful. Inhale, fall back. Exhale, come up. Let me turn around, see if I can do better without all these holes here. That's the price of this beauty. I'm like on the rocks and on a bunch of holes, but believe me, it's worth it. The feeling is absolutely incredible, and I hope you get to see what I see. All right, let's try moving in this direction. You guys can stay facing whichever direction feels right for you. And roll back and come up. And roll back as you inhale, come up. And again, roll back, come up and hover, holding yourself with your seat, with the power of your powerhouse. Inhale, exhale, up. 2 more. Inhale, exhale, up. 1 more. Inhale, exhale, up. And let's bring the knees together. Extend one leg straight and pull one knee. Sorry, this is not so graceful. Pull one knee into you for single leg stretch. Exercise number 6 in our Pilates mat flow. So the inside hand is going to go onto the inside of the knee. The outside hand will land on the ankle. The leg that is extended, that is hovering, we don't want it resting on the ground. We don't want it too high. We want it to challenge your abdominals without lifting them off the mat. The chest is not lifted all the way here. Lower, lower, lower until your shoulder blades are on the mat. Pull your right knee into your cheek, into your chin. Look down at your belly button and pull, and then switch. Arms switch with the legs and switch. And let's go fast. And 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No break. Pull the knees into the chest. Double leg stretch. Inhale, stretch. Shoulders down. Exhale, circle the arms, pull the knees back in. Inhale, everything stretches. Exhale, everything recoils back in. Inhale, everything stretches. Exhale, recoil back in. 6 more. And recoil. And 3, and recoil. And 2, and recoil. And 1, and recoil. And lower the head all the way down. Rock yourself up. We're going to take a stretch here, and that will going to lower our heart rate a little bit for a moment and stretch our hips, take our mind off of the series for a moment. So sit in a comfortable cross-legged position, and then we're gonna do a deer stretch, or at least attempt to do a deer stretch in yin yoga postures, from yin yoga postures. So sit in a comfortable position with your tail reaching away from the crown of the head, and the back is nice and straight. From here, you're gonna take your left leg and bring it in front of you, almost parallel to the front edge of the mat. You're gonna take your right leg and you're going to bring it back behind you with the knee bent. Both knees are going to be bent. This is very reminiscent of Pilates Mermaid, but only a little bit more challenging. And if this is too challenging for you, we can do the Mermaid. All right, so your right leg is bent, and the shin of the right leg is parallel to the edge of the mat, right, to the side of the mat. From here, the back is still nice and long. Our left hand is landing on the ground beside the left thigh bone. Our right hand is going to land on the left knee, and we're going to keep our back nice and straight and rotate our entire torso to the left here. And then slowly, you can stay here, you can stay here, and you can also begin to lower yourself all the way down to the ground, feeling the stretch in the hips and the glutes. And let's hang out here for just a moment. Release all the tension. Wow, this feels amazing. And slowly release and come up. I promise we're gonna do all these yummy things later for much longer times as we learn all of the exercises. This is just like a quick introduction to all of these yummy stretches for you. But more is coming, and then gently rotate yourself out of this pose. Now, if you want to make it easier, you can just bring the knee closer in towards your groin area, the front knee, the knee of the left leg in this case. Now, we're going to come back into the center by bringing your right knee in. The leg comes in, and now this right leg is going to be parallel, the shin of it is going to be parallel to the front edge of the mat. We're creating a square, sort of. And then we're going to take our left knee, bring it behind us with the shin trying to be parallel to the edge of the mat here. From there, we're going to bring our right hand on the right side of the body. Our left hand is going to come onto the right knee. We're going to then rotate our body with the spine nice and straight and the chest, the heart reaching forward. Ooh, I am having the most beautiful view right now. Oh, can I just stay in this? I'm just gonna stay in this position, and I don't even have space to lower down to the ground. But if you can, if you want to, you can always walk your arms out and gently lower your body and your head all the way down. Flex both feet, point both feet, see what works best for you. Keep pressing right hip into the ground to create a deeper stretch. Hold it here. Breathe into it. And let's bring everything back into the center. And then the next two exercises, one of them we've learned in our last video, which is single straight leg stretch, and the next exercise after the single straight leg stretch will be the double straight leg stretch. So I encourage you to do only the single straight leg stretch with me, and then sit back, watch, and then maybe slowly try it on your own. So we're going to begin by coming back into the starting position for our single straight leg stretch, which will begin with our knees pulled into our chest, our chin lifted, our chest lifted, the back flat on the mat. Abdominals are pulling in, our hands are resting on top of the shin bones or on top of the knee. Shoulders are not lifting. From here, right leg goes straight up, points and reaches towards the sky. Left leg extends parallel to the mat or a little bit higher. You're going to walk your hands and grab hold of as high as you can on your straight leg. Ankle is the ideal alignment where you want your palms to be, but if it's too hard, bend your knee slightly. You can bring your hands down a little bit lower. Just don't grab behind the knee, directly behind the knee. From here, we're going to pull the leg twice towards the body while inhaling twice. And then clean switch, legs parallel. The other leg comes in, right leg lowers, and we pull the left leg into the chest as we exhale for 2. And then switch. And switch. And switch. And switch. Pulling the leg gently. 1, 2, feeling the stretch in the back of the leg. Staying lifted only with the upper body, only through the chest. The rest of the spine is flat on the mat. 1, 2. And 1, 2. Pulse. And 1, 2. Pulse. And 1, 2. 2 more. Right, 2. And left, 2. And knees come in, and you guys sit down and relax. And I'm going to just relax my upper body, neck, and by rotating the head. You can meet me here and then sit up and observe the next exercise, which is double straight leg stretch. All right. Sorry, there was like a big loud sound. All right, we're going to begin by lowering ourselves back down, and all of the series of 5 exercises transition from one into the other without stopping, hopefully. So we're going to start in the same position where we ended our single straight leg stretch, which is here, right? Exactly where we started it. By the way, you can always hold on a little bit behind here too as you lift your chest, right? Help yourself with the arms. Keep your chest open. Nod your chin, lift the chest slightly, keeping the shoulders wide and low. From here, both legs extend to the sky. Who could have thought? Double straight leg stretch. And the arms go around and lightly interlace below your head. Some people only touch the ears to ensure that you're not lifting your head with your arms. From there, the elbows stay wide, the legs are engaged. We move into our Pilates stance position, turning out from the hips. Heels are together, toes are pointing away from each other, and the feet are flexed. Stay lifted with the chest only. Sink the belly button to the sky. Both legs lower, and both legs lift to 90. Both legs lower, inhale. Both legs come back to 90, exhale. And no swinging, control, and lower, and lift, and rest. It is a little bit too challenging even for me right now, and I highly recommend that you try one and then see if it is too much for your body. If your tummy begins to bulge out, I would rather you skip this exercise and do extra of whatever previous exercises are appropriate, maybe a single leg stretch, single straight leg stretch, whatever works for you. Maybe a couple more sets of 100 or something like that, instead of lowering and lifting the legs, both legs at this point in time when our core is still getting stronger. So the worst thing you can do is push yourself so hard that you create discomfort in your lower back, and then you don't exercise at all. That's why it's better, much better, to stay on the safer side and then not even notice how you end up doing it all together, and it just works and flows, and you're constantly expanding yourself without having to push yourself forward. All right, if you're ready to try, let's go ahead and try it together. Let's do just a few, and this way you understand what it is. Again, if it's not for you, it's not for you. It's totally fine. Otherwise, let's get onto the back, peel down with grace. Keep the chest lifted. So the bottom of the shoulder blades is on the ground, right? Our back is flat. Only our chest is lifted, not our neck, right? We're not like this. It's just above the tip of the shoulder blades, and the chin is not, and the chin is nodding towards the chest. Imagine you're holding an orange here. That's the space that we're looking for to create for here between the bottom of the chin and the chest. From here, the legs are coming in. Shoulders are wide. Shoulders are low. Two legs extend to 90. Sink your tail down, scoop the belly. Release the arms. Circle them around and bring them behind the head, lightly touching the head, keeping the shoulders wide. Turn out the legs, flex the feet, Pilates stance. You can point the toes, but the legs are turned out and the inner thighs are squeezing, the glutes are squeezing, the legs lower, 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 and lift, lift, lift. Legs lower, 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 belly pulls in, not out, and lift, lift, lift. Two more times, legs lower, lower, and lift back up. One more time, legs lower and lift back up, and knees come in, pull yourself all the way up, and let's sit down for another yummy stretch here. We're going to do half a butterfly stretch. So you're going to leave one leg to the side like that, and then bend the other knee and bring your the sole of your feet towards the thigh. So you're gonna look like this. We're gonna sit nice and tall. I'm still learning how to cue all the yin poses, so I'm gonna get better and better. All right, we're gonna sit nice and tall here. One leg is extended to the side, whichever one. One knee is bent, and we're not sinking through the lower back, at least not just yet. We're going to rotate our entire body towards the leg that is extended. Then hinge forward, reaching our belly towards the thigh bone. Hinge forward with the flat back, reaching the chest, and as soon as you can't keep the flat back anymore, soften through the spine. Round forward, walk your arms forward, and hang out here. Allow the head to be heavy. Oh my God, this feels so good in the side of my body. Ooh, wow. I hope you guys are feeling it too. It's such a yummy stretch. I can hang out here forever. Let's breathe. Inhaling in through the nose, filling up our left lung with air. Exhaling out through the mouth. Two more. Inhaling in through the nose. Exhaling out through the mouth. One last time. And exhale out. Gently, gently, gently ease yourself out of this pose. Bring your hands by the side of your hips. Rise the spine. Sit nice and tall. And come back to the center. And we're going to bring our left leg straight now. Our right leg is going to come in. You're going to bend the knee, bring the sole of the foot towards the left thigh bone. There are multiple props you can be using underneath your knees if something is not feeling good or in between the knees. We're going to extend our legs straight. We're going to bring our hands down onto the floor and use our hands to help rotate the torso above the waistline. The hips are rooted to the ground, right? This is transverse plane movement, right? When one stays, one rotates, kind of like this. So we're rotating only the upper body, reaching the chest and the belly towards the thigh, and then lowering down gently, 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 keeping the back straight until we can't keep it straight anymore, and then we turn it into yin, this yang posture with the straight back and tension. We're gonna soften it all. Drop the belly, drop the chest, allow the head to sink down, Allow the knee to bend if it wants to. It's all good. Release all tension. And just hold this beautiful half butterfly pose. Feeling stretch in the side of your body. Feeling some compression in your tummy. This is an incredible movement for digestion, for your digestive organs. Reach forward with the tippy toe with your fingers forward if you want to deepen the stretch. Or you can always go in the center. If this is too much for you, you can walk both hands out and just forward, fold forward through the front. Whatever works for you. Nothing is wrong in these postures that are in between the Pilates exercises. Now the Pilates exercises, I'll tell you, you gotta follow them the way they are. That's the whole yang about them. Let's close our eyes or allow ourselves to just be quiet for a moment. And then slowly, 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 ease yourself all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. And return to the center, and let's sit down for a little meditation. And there are several ways we can do our meditations today. You can sit however you were sitting just now if it's comfortable. You can bring both legs in. You can create a square by bringing one leg on top of the other. I think that's what I'm going to do today. And bring your palms on top of the knees, the palms facing up or down, whatever feels good for you for today. We're going to take a deep breath in through the nose, close our eyes, and first and foremost, thank ourselves for being here today in this class. It is a big, huge step forward towards acquiring new knowledge and new method which will always stay with us, which will support us throughout life. I will tell you guys, this is an incredible knowledge that you can take with you absolutely everywhere and feel confident that you will always be toned. You're always going to have an ability, not space, not place, an ability to exercise without having to have anything at all, no equipment required. And now I'm gonna sit in a little more comfortable pose to really relax my mind. I'm gonna sit just like this. This is my favorite one, where my back is really nice and relaxed and my hips are really nice and relaxed. And here I want to talk today a little bit about intention itself. We always set intention in the beginning of the flow. I don't think we did this in this one because I wanted to do it in the very end. I wanted to talk to you about intention. But what is intention? Think about it, see what it means to you, and then I will speak. Well, intention is something that is behind everything that we do or say. Anything we say is intended for something, right? So intention is a very powerful, not even a tool, because you can change your words, you can change your actions, but the innermost thing, the innermost feeling, the intention is the truest form of that word or of that action, right? What was the intention behind it? And I'm going to share a story with you. As I was driving today, after hiking yesterday, after hiking today to these beautiful places like this, a video came up on my YouTube channel, and it was talking about hiking and how somebody proved that trekking, that means very long hikes, like taking the Pacific Crest Trail hike, that it really damages your body and lowers your bone density, and basically they said so many terrible things about hiking. And then the guy said something like, oh, I was miserable when I was hiking. Well, that's why, and that was the creator of the show, right? So that thing was intended to justify his dislike of long-term hiking. That was the intention of the whole study of him putting this thing together. And right there, right then, I understood, of course, how can somebody listen to him, If I'm walking and my intention is to talk to the trees, my intention is to plant my feet on the bare ground, to ground myself down. My intention is to talk to the squirrels and to breathe the air and be kissed by the wind, then my bone density is going to increase. The love in my heart is going to increase. My health is going to increase. But if my intention is to put a big fat check mark that I hiked today, then and then hate the process in between, then all the magic is gone. And of course, then any method can harm you and not bring any benefit to you. So I highly encourage you to find your teachers with whatever you do, that your intentions match, you guys. And that even pertains to me. Make sure that my intention is very similar to your intention with these routines. And I'm gonna make a separate video where I'm going to talk about my intention for all of us and for myself with these Pilates series, with what we're gonna do after we learn all the individual exercises. Now, find someone whose intention matches your intention, because if your intention, let's say, is weight loss, then I might not be the teacher for you, because that is not my intention. And that's why weight loss might become a side effect of these classes, but the main thing will be becoming a whole, balanced human being, right? So weight loss might enter the picture or might not. But if that's all you're looking for, then there's gazillion teachers that will take you straight to that route, right? And you're going to enjoy the journey and probably see the results so much faster, so much better. Now, my intention in general for all of us is to learn a skill. Learn a skill that is life-changing. Not only it is, we're going to learn Pilates and yin-inspired postures. So we're going to learn precision, concentration, control. We're also going to learn how to balance those masculine principles and become this divine union within. We're going to learn how to become both, how to have both divine masculine and divine feminine embodied together through one body that is me, that is you, through the help of these magical, divine, beautiful, organized, well-organized methods such as Pilates mat flow and yin yoga flow. So that is my biggest, deepest intention, is to give you this skill. And believe me, there's going to be so many. It is a gift that keeps on giving. your memory is going to open up. You're gonna start now releasing old memories through these postures. You're going to find places in your body where things got stuck since you were a little kid, and now they're going to release because of the way you move your body. This happened to me before, and this is my intention to pass this skill to you. And if you choose to use this skill, this tool, and set your intention just like this, it will also happen to you. It will activate your chakras, it will activate your core, it will rebalance your life, it will really beautify your body, yes, of course, but that will be just a side effect. That is not a direct intention. The intention is for us to connect through a shared skill. I want to connect with you, someone who loves or who is curious about learning a skill that will make your body healthier, that will connect your mind to your body. Maybe you're going through a spiritual awakening. Methods like this, they make things so much easier. They ground you to the ground. As a matter of fact, I will record a video for you just telling you how I personally got into this method and the type of magic it did for me, for my mind, for my body, for my soul, for my spirit, for my mental and emotional bodies. I will make a whole separate videos and post it very, very soon. With that, I love you so much. I'm really, really sending you all this love that is here from me to you. I hope these videos really transport some of this energy into all corners of the world. I love you guys, and I'm so thankful to have you. Bye.